Dear learners, welcome to the session. The topic of the session is course introduction to molecular basis of non-infectious human diseases. This is the course of the BSc Honors Biochemistry program. This course offers in 5th semester. This is the discipline specific elective course. So I will discuss about the brief introduction about the molecular basis of non-infectious diseases. As you know, the molecular basis of the non-infectious diseases is related to the lifestyle disorders. Non-infectious diseases is related to the non-communicable diseases, or we can say the diseases that do not spread person to person, which is called the non-infectious diseases or non-communicable diseases. And this type of the disease also related to the lifestyle disorders. The diseases that caused by bacteria, viruses or parasites are called as a communicable diseases. So here in this session I will talk about the non-infectious human diseases. I will talk about the causative factors, what are the symptoms, what are the treatment for the non-infectious human diseases. As we know that this type of diseases are emerging globally, and this type of diseases like diabetes, cancer are prominent in our population. So this type of the diseases developed due to the unhealthy lifestyle, sedentary lifestyle, poor diet and the genetic factors. So multiple factors are involved for the causing of the non-infectious diseases. So in this course is discuss about the different kind of the lifestyle disorders. Either they are nutritional deficient disorders, water-soluble vitamin disorders, fat-soluble vitamin disorders, nutrient disorders, and other type of the disorder like diabetes, cancer, hypothyroidism, and the obesity. So in this course, I have covered all the important lifestyle disorders to understand the basic biochemical molecular basis of the non-infectious diseases. As we know that what are the types of the non-communicable diseases and their causative factors. As we know that NCD is a synonym of the, or it is an abbreviation of the non-communicable diseases. Non-communicable diseases or non-infectious are the same. So basically they are caused by the physical inactivity, unhealthy diets, low in fruits and vegetables, high in refined carbohydrates, high in fat and salt, tobacco use, alcohol abuse, and genetic and environmental factors. And in environmental factors such as the pollution. So this type of the various kind of the factors contribute to origination of the non-communicable diseases. So this type of diseases results in development of the heart disease, cancer, chronic respiratory diseases, obesity, diabetes. So in our society, in modern society, we know that the heart disease, diabetes, cancer, obesity, and this type of the major diseases are prevalent in our society. So this type of the factors that we have discussed here, due to the physical inactivity, unhealthy diet, they contribute to origination of the lifestyle disorders like diabetes and the obesity. So according to the Nathan 2017, in India, NCD account for about 5.87 million, 60% of all deaths, while they contribute to around 30 million deaths globally. So we should understand what is the importance to understand the non-communicable diseases. So this course basically focused the causative factors, symptoms and the treatments available for the non-communicable diseases. So this course is basically divided into the 4 blocks. Block 1 is the nutritional disorders, block 2 is the metabolic lifestyle diseases, block 3 is the multifactorial disorders, and block 4 is the protein disorders. So block 1 to 4 contains the 12 units. In first block, and the block 1 is discussed about the nutritional disorders. So When we look into the overall objective of this course, and after studying this course, the learner should be able to define balanced diet, recommended dietary allowances, and their importance in life. And student can discuss the importance of the nutritional disorder of the water soluble and fat soluble vitamins, explain marasmus and kwashiorkor and their effect on child growth, describe causative factors and symptoms of metabolic lifestyle diseases, and what is the use of management plan for prevention of lifestyle disorders. Explain molecular basis of multifactorial complex disorders. In continuing of the learning objectives, students can discuss the protein misfolding disorders, describe genetic and biochemical basis of monogenic disorders, identify genetic cause and enzyme deficiency of inherited protein metabolic disorders, discuss hemoglobinopathies and clotting disorders, and enlist the characteristic and biochemical impact of metabolic disorder on human health. So these are the course objectives which are covered in this course. As we know, the course is divided into blocks, and blocks is divided into the units. So each block contains 3 to 4 units. And when we look into the structure of the unit, you will find that there is a course, there is a structure of the content is given in the first page, and then section and subsection. During the discussion of the each unit, the self-assessment questions and the terminal questions and answer are also given to check your understanding about the particular unit. So block 1 contains 3 units, and block 1 is the nutritional disorders. So basically this block is discuss about the deficiency of nutritional components. As we know that the carbohydrates, protein, fat, vitamins, mineral and water are the vital nutrients for survival of the human body. And every day we include this type of the biomolecules, carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamins and minerals in our diet. And our body requires the sufficient amount of the water in order to work properly. So this type of the biochemical components, you can see in this image that carbohydrates, protein, fat, vitamins and minerals are present in our dietary components. And so this block, if this type of the components, biomolecules are deficient in our diet, and this deficiencies cause the nutritional disorder. So this block is focused in this topic, nutritional disorders. So this block contains 3 units. Unit 1 is the balanced diet. Unit 2, nutritional disorder, water soluble vitamins. Unit 3, the nutritional disorder, fat soluble vitamins. So unit 1 is talk about the balanced diet. What is balanced diet? What is the recommended dietary allowances and the Indian food groups? And this unit also discuss about the biological role of micronutrients and micronutrients, healthy and unhealthy diet in the human body. And unit 2 talk about the nutritional disorder related to the water soluble vitamins. So you know the water soluble vitamins is soluble in waters. So if there is deficiency of water soluble vitamins such as the thiamine vitamin, niacin vitamin, riboflavin, vitamin B12, so the deficiency of these vitamins in our diet or the absorption defects in our body, they lead to different types of the disease which is related to the water soluble vitamin deficiency. So the very disease is caused by thiamine deficiency, pellagra is caused by the niacin deficiency, pernicious anemia is caused by the vitamin B12 deficiency. Scurvy is due to the vitamin C deficiency. So this type of the diseases are described in this unit 2. And what are the dietary sources and treatment options are available, also discussed in the unit 2. And the malnutrition it is the 2 types, marasmus and kwashiorkor, is also discussed here. And this marasmus, kwashiorkor disease are most prevalent in the children. And unit 3 is discuss about the fat soluble vitamins. The fat soluble vitamins are vitamin A, vitamin E, vitamin D, vitamin K. If the deficiency of such vitamins, water soluble vitamins, cause the night blindness and xerophthalmia, is due to the vitamin A deficiency. Rickets is caused by vitamin D deficiency, and hemorrhage is caused by vitamin K deficiency. So how the disease caused by deficiency of vitamins, what are their structures, and how they cause the symptoms due to the fat soluble vitamins in the diet. So this fat soluble disorders is discussed in the unit 3. And block 2 is related to the metabolic lifestyle disorders. So block 2 includes 3 units: lifestyle disorders, unit 5 heart disorders, and unit 6 the metabolic syndrome. So that lifestyle disorder is related to the lifestyle choices. So unit 4 is discuss about the lifestyle disorders. So what is lifestyle disorders, how they are caused in our body, and this unit is discuss about the causative factors, the symptoms, and the treatment option of the lifestyle disorders. So in this unit, obesity, eating disorders, anorexia nervosa, bulimia, diabetes mellitus, hypertension, obesity, hypothyroidism, and stress are studied in this unit. So if you know that diabetes mellitus is common nowadays in younger generation and the adults. So diabetes mellitus is characterized by the high sugar level in serum. So it is of two types diabetes, type 1 and type 2. Type 1 is the genetic mutant diabetes, and type 2 is the deficiency of secretion of the insulin by the beta cells of the pancreas. So diabetes mellitus cause the high level of the sugar level. So if the increasing of the sugar level in a chronic stage or longer period of the time, it cause the effect of other organs. So the diabetes of high sugar level, it also cause the cardiovascular diseases. We can say the hypertension, high BP. So this is interrelated because of the high blood sugar level. So obesity is another type of the lifestyle disorder. In that case, the people are more obese, more fatty because of their weight and high index ratio, body mass. We can say the body mass index ratio. So how we calculate the body mass index ratio, we also discuss in this unit. And unit 5 is related to the heart disorder. So here this unit describe the heart disorders. What are the causative factors? What are the different type of the heart diseases is related to our body? And the common heart disorders are explained in this unit. So basically the pathogenesis and symptoms of atherosclerosis are described in detail. Atherosclerosis is the formation of the cholesterol, the formation of the fatty streaks in the blood vessels. So that when the blood moves, it causes the resistance on the arteries. So if the deposition of cholesterol or deposition of bad cholesterol deposit, and it forms the thick layer of the cholesterol, so it prevents the normal flow of water. So it results in the atherosclerosis. So atherosclerosis in chronic stage, it also causes the heart attack. So this type of the lifestyle disorder is discussed in the unit 5. And unit 6 is about the metabolic syndrome. So the metabolic syndrome is another type of the lifestyle disorder. The prevalence of the diabetes, the high blood pressure, or the disturbance of the hormones, the cancer disease, they accumulate and cause the metabolic syndrome, because the metabolic syndrome is caused by the multiple factors. So the genetic changes or the environmental factors are also involved, along with the other type of the diseases like kidney disease, liver diseases. So here in this unit discuss about what is the irritable bowel syndrome, how we manage the metabolic diseases, and what are the influence of the diet, stress, and the environment factors on the development of the metabolic syndrome. So this unit discuss about the metabolic syndrome. This is the last unit of the block 2. And there are certain types of the factors we can manage, by which we can manage the lifestyle disorders. However, medicine are recommended by the physician or the expert doctors, but apart from the medicine, there are certain types of the factors that we can manage, and then we can reduce the complications of the lifestyle disorders. First is the eat more green vegetables. Second is the be physically active. And third is the maintain ideal body weight, regular walking, stop tobacco smoking and alcohol, consume less sugar, stop unhealthy foods, regular health checkup, and we should go regularly uh, after 3 months or 6 months to check our body, to check whether our body organs properly working or not. So by the biochemical testing, we can analyze what is the level of the sugar, what is the level of the liver function test, what is the level of the kidney function test. So we can check or analyze our body functions by the regular checkup of the uh, samples, blood samples. And the ninth is that get enough sleep and don't take over stress. And it is also seen that the emotional condition or the anxiety causes the stress, and under the stress we feel there are certain types of the free radicals generated in our body, and they can also link to development of the non-infectious diseases. And take medicine timely if they are recommended by the doctors. So these are the some suggestive tips to manage the lifestyle disorders. And block 3 is about the multifactorial disorders. Block 3 contains these 3 units. Unit 7 is the multifactorial complex disorders. Unit 8 discuss about the cancer, and Unit 9 talks about the brain disorders. So the block 3 is about the multifactorial disorders. So here Unit 7 is about the multifactorial complex disorders. It deals with the study of the multifactorial diseases and their causative components. It means there are multiple factors involved for the generation of the non-infectious diseases. Not in one factor is responsible to cause the non-infectious diseases. Multifactorial disease means they are genetically linked. If any change in the genetics in a parent's family, then this error or the mutated gene can transfer to other children's. So this type of the multifactorial complex disorder can also cause the non-infectious diseases like cancers, and the particular type of the irritable bowel syndromes or other types of the disease can also occur in our children's. So how this multifactorial complex disorder can be explained? So Unit 7 discuss about this type of the multifactorial complex disorders and what is the differentiation between monogenic and the polygenic disorders. And these two terms is common, monogenic and polygenic disorders. Monogenic disorders relate to the one gene mutation, and polygenic disorder relate to the multiple gene mutation. So the mutation in more than 2 genes can also contribute to the non-infectious diseases or the development of the disease like cancer. And Unit 8 discuss about the cancer. So here in this unit, the type of the cancer, the stages of the cancer, what is the mechanism behind to development of the cancer, what is the malignancy, what are the metastasis, neoplastic development, proto-oncogenes, tumor viruses, and the molecular mechanism of cancer is discussed about in Unit 8. So this Unit 8 is particularly focused on the cancer, and the therapy is also discussed in this unit. You know, the cancer is a type of the uncontrolled growth of the cells, and it can happen in any stage of the life, particularly breast cancer and the pancreatic cancer nowadays is the more prevalent. So because of the certain types of factors involved due to the pollutants, due to the genetic history of the family, so the cancer is more prevalent in our society. So Unit 8 is discussed about to understand the mechanism, the biochemical basis, and understand cancer at the molecular level. So what are the stages, how we can treat the cancer if they happen in our family or the society. And Unit 9 is about the brain disorders. Nowadays the neurological disorders more prevalent due to the stress and due to the mood disorders and the mood disorder anxiety. So this unit, brain disorder, it talk about what are the different kind of the mood disorders, what are the symptoms to recognize the anxiety or the brain disorders. So there are multiple types of the disorder nowadays we can see nowadays in our older people, like the schizophrenia, dementia, Parkinson, and amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. So this unit talks about the causative factors, what are the symptoms, what are the treatment options, and how we can recognize the particular type of the neurological disorders. So, however, the neurological disorders is related to the brain functions. So the beautiful things of the brain is that to recognize them, to to store the information and trap the information. So the normal function of the brain, if it is disturbed by under the certain type of the condition or under the stress, anxiety, it causes the different type of the normal function of the brain cells. Now you can see here the figure is here that different type of the brain disorders. You know, this all type of the brain disorders here you can see in this picture, like dementia, autism, addiction, Huntington disease, schizophrenia, dyslexia, bipolar disorders, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, anxiety and depression, Parkinson disease, and Alzheimer's disease. So this all the type of the disease related to our brain. Apart from other diseases, lifestyle disease like the diabetes, cancer, is apart from that. But this type of the unit 9, is focused on the brain disorder. So by reading of this unit, you can understand what are the causative factors, symptoms, and treatment option, and what is the biochemical basis of this type of the brain disorders. And last block is the block 4. It talks about the protein disorders. So protein disorders block 4 includes 3 units. Unit 10, disease due to the misfolded proteins. Unit 11, monogenic disease first, and Unit 12, monogenic disease second. So Unit 10 is related to the disease due to misfolded proteins. As we know that protein is synthesized by the translation process. If proteins is not properly folded, then the misfolded proteins can cause the different type of the diseases, like the disease of the Alzheimer and prion disease, Huntington disease, sickle cell anemia, and thalassemia. So this type of the disease is caused by genetic mutation or the genetic changes in a sequence of the nitrogenous base pair. So if any change of the base pair at the level of DNA or gene, then they can change the sequence of the order of the amino acid of the proteins. So this type of the proteins can protein can cause the other types of the dysfunctional proteins, which leads to the development of the lifestyle disorders. So this the etiology and molecular basis of the misfolded protein disorder are discussed in this unit. And Unit 11 is related to the monogenic diseases. As we know, the monogenic disease is related to the mutation of one gene. So this unit gives an overview of what is the monogenic diseases, what is the biochemical relation with the inborn error of metabolism, what is the causes, defective genes, symptoms, treatment of protein metabolic disorders like phenylketonuria, alkaptonuria, maple syrup diseases are also discussed in this unit. And receptor and transport defects are also discussed in detail in this unit, monogenic diseases. You know, the inborn error in metabolism is related to the errors, genetic errors leads to the metabolic error. So if suppose the one gene phenyl hydroxylase enzymes, the gene is responsible for formation of phenyl hydroxylase enzyme is mutant, then this enzyme is defective. So phenylalanine cannot convert to another product. So this type of the accumulation of particular type of the product accumulate in the cell, then this cause the phenylketonuria. It is the one type of the example in case of the phenylketonuria involved error in metabolism. So and Unit 12 discuss about the monogenic disease second. So Unit 12 is talk about the cystic fibrosis, Longueuil syndrome, familial hypercholesterolemia, androplasia. So this type of the monogenic diseases are also non-infectious diseases explained in Unit 12. And hemoglobinopathies, clotting factors are also discussed in the unit. So there are about the 4 blocks here, block 1 to block 4, and all the blocks discussed about in this course. So you can see here the inborn error of metabolism. It is the genetic relationship between the gene mutation and the abnormality, the metabolites. So gene mutation is related to the accumulation of the metabolites, and it causes the metabolic disorders here. And this course is also available in the English and Hindi medium, and you can download by this link. And it is also available in the EGNOU course, EGNOU course portal. And this is the Hindi material you can download from the EGNOU course portal. And web enabled academic support is also provided for download of the study material. Thank you. You might be understood this course.
Are you interested in television journalism or radio journalism or online journalism? Or do you want to learn with the flexibility of open learning? Or if you are a working professional, wants to enhance your knowledge and skill with certification in the field of electronic media, then School of Journalism and New Media Study IGNOU offers PG Diploma in Electronic Media for you. This program includes audio and audio-visual program production for radio, television and online production.